This is Moses Chiposa, the CEO and founder of Chips Green Innovations. This organization started in 2022, but officially registered it with PACRA in 2023, July 1. So we are located in Livala South, just at the T-junction of 19th Street, and that is Bama Road. The busy road we are seeing there, that is Bama Road, and there is actually a poster pointing to the direction of the nursery. So that poster is written Chips Green Innovations. When you follow that arrow, it will land you to another poster also saying Chips Green Innovations, but this one is pointing direct to the nursery, where our nursery is. So what I want to do today is just to share with you some of the services that we offer as an organization. And for your information, my background is forestry and agriculture, and I've had more than 8 years experience in this industry. Please come through and see what activities that we are offering. So as we look at the walkway, this is some sort of landscaping that we also do. This side we have what we call Moses in the basket. These are ground covers. We planted just one in each line, but now they are covering the ground, and that's why they are called the ground covers. So it's the same on the other side. We also have this type of of plants, the flowers. These they are called wetru. It's like the wig, ladies' wig. So we have these in stock as well. So we offer these services. We can help you with the planting of these plants to beautify your environment. What we are seeing there is a yellow bamboo palm. These are the yellow bamboo palm. So what we have done is planted most of these plants to use as examples. How we use the when the plants are just the other thing I want to show you is fruit trees. So these are just samples of fruit trees that we are able to supply and we stock. We have grafted oranges, we grafted lemons, and as you can see, they are grafted because they are already, fruiting at the nursery. What we are seeing are fruits. These flowers, fruits there, just at the nursery, and that's why they are called dwarfs, because within a year or two you will start enjoying your fruits just at the backyard of your home. You don't need to go to ShopRite or any other supermarket to buy your fruits. Plant one and start enjoying as soon as possible. Within a year or two, they start giving you fruits. So these are type of fruit trees that we stock, the dwarf citrus fruits, and then this is an indigenous fruit tree. So what does it mean? It means that we also stock the indigenous fruit trees. This is the common kawawasha called tamarind. We have in stock, and also the Mexican apple. So we have both indigenous and exotic fruit trees. And the benefits that you get from Chips Green Innovations after buying from us or giving us a contract to supply fruit trees, you also get the technical guidance, the technical know-how. What you are looking at is the normal papaya, or commonly known as cocoa. Now this is the normal one. They grow very tall. We'll show you the mother plants, the mother tree where we grow the seeds from. And what we are looking at also is mulberry. So mulberry is another fruit tree that they are giving. Just being a fruit, but already they are giving you like fruits you can actually enjoy at the nursery. Now, when you plant them in the ground, how does it look like? I'll show you something that we planted last season. You see also the plant. What we are looking at is another fruit tree. This is waterberry. In my language, we call it Insafwa. Yeah, Insafwa. This is a very big tree. It's very big, very tall. And something that you might want to consider very big one. Also, they are put apart from the fruit trees, we also supply ornamental plants like the palms. We have different types of palms. I'll take you there. The other fruit trees that we have pickles, also insects. So that is the section for fruit trees. Then the other section is for ornamental plants. So what we are looking at different types of ornamental plants. So we have what is called the fish or palm, because it looks like the tail of the fish or palm. We have the type of palm, the Cuban royal palm, the king and queen palm. So this is the section for palms, and then when you look at the sizes, you can tell some are shorter than me, like a meter high, others taller than me, others almost the same height. So different sizes. And for information, the size, the price is also the plant. So this is the section for palms. Section for palms, and we have also planted some samples at the nursery so that clients, when they come, they will be able to tell or see how the palm will be looking like when they plant them in their yard. This is foxtail palm. It looks like the tail of the fox, an animal fox. Yeah, so this is foxtail palm. Taller than me. We also have this type of ornamental plants. These are trees. These are trees, and these are indigenous trees. We have got the neem. We have the silk oak, which gives you the orange, nice flower. These are all taller than me. We have also planted the apple. This is the grafted apple tree, which we have planted at our nursery. We do want to guess how old this tree is? 5 months old, because this was planted in December last year. But it's already taller than it. So there is a common saying in Zambia, the environment is not conducive for apples. There was actually research that I read, it was published even, that in Zambia the environment does not support apples. And I can tell you, based on the experience, the observation, that is not correct. That is not true. You are able to grow apples in Zambia. If you are heading to Solwezi, moving from Copperbelt to Northwest and Province in Solwezi, there is a farm owned by a Zambian with a lot of different types of apples. The Anna apples, these are red apples, the green apples, they are doing very fine, and you even get cuttings from that farm. And this is the sample that we have planted, and we'll be able to show our clients that the environment in Zambia is actually very conducive for apples. Also, this is neem, so we have Indian neem and also the local neem. And for your information, obviously they come with health benefits, the Indian neem, and we have jacaranda and the flamboyant. So the difference between jacaranda and flamboyant, so the jacaranda will give you the purple flower, and then the flamboyant will give you the reddish or orange flower. And then you can also tell the difference when it comes to the shape of the leaves. What we are looking at is dwarf papaya. So this dwarf papaya was planted at the same day with the apple tree that we have just discussed. So this is also 5 months old, and we are able to see the fruits already. Within 5 months, you start seeing fruits as big as this. So what does that tell you? Within a year, you would have started already enjoying your purple fruits. No more buying from ShopRite or any other supermarkets, but just from the backyard. So we planted this as a sample, but we have them in stock as seedlings. These are what we are looking for. These are the dwarf pawpaw or papaya seedlings. On the other side, we have the Kaya Nyasika seedlings. These are big trees, shade trees. We have the umbrella seedlings here. And we have also planted the dwarf mango. This type is called the Tommy Atkins. Mango. And then this is the moon plant. How it is looking. We have the populus there. We have the green acacia. We have also planted the Madagascar palm. Yeah, so if you follow our page, you might have noticed that actually it's not only those flowers that you can use as a present, maybe for someone. If you want to present a present, you can also consider using a Madagascar palm. If you follow our page, you might have noticed you package it nicely in a flower pot, then you present it as a gift. But why the Madagascar palm? I'll give you this as an assignment. Go to Google and then just type the meaning of Madagascar palm as a present. You come back and order this palm from Chips Green Innovation. We can help you package it nicely, decorate it. You will see it on our Facebook platform, how nice it looks, and we will show you what we have in stock. We have planted this as a sample for our clients to see. The other things that we have in stock are the edging plants. So these ones are grass, timber grass, Chinese grass. You can use this as the edging. And these plants are common at shopping malls. So if you go to Lewanika Mall, if you're in Lusaka, familiar with Lusaka, Lewanika Mall there, you'll find them. Pinnacle Mall there, you'll find them. They give you white, nice flowers, and they grow very fast. So we also have the dragon. Here we explained clearly the difference between the yellow and the pink, how to tell when you look at the edge of the dragon. When you look at it. We're going to do that, go to that video, just watch, then you understand how to do it. But before we finish this side, I want to show you the sample of the mulberry that we planted. What you are seeing there is the mulberry that was planted. So this is the sample of the mulberry. So before we go into the shed house, let's finish what is outside and then we end the shed house. So apart from the dragon, we have the snake plant, or the mother-in-law plant, because it looks like a shape of a plant. So these also provide the air. That's why they are recommended even inside the bedroom they can be there. Even inside the house you can have them, because these are plants that will give you oxygen and then taking up the carbon dioxide. So you need oxygen, and they purify, removing the particles from the atmosphere, from the air. These are different types of flowers. The caranthio is also flowering, giving you nice flower there. You have different types of creepers, the ground covers, the aloe vera, then the thorn of crust. So thorn of crust is in two types. There is this small leaf type, and there is this big leaf type, this one. So they are in two types. We have both, and we also have herbs like the basil, the rosemary inside. We have the ferns and leopard tree. So we have different types of plants, ornamental plants, agroforestry trees. And when I say agroforestry, I'm talking about nitrogen fixing trees. Nitrogen fixing trees like the Phaidebia, all those, we have them in stock. For your information, we are using this as an outlet. This is where the selling point is happening. If you need a lot of them, we are in the position to supply those seeds for project, for an individual farmer, or for beautifying your home. Those plants are there with us at Chips Green Innovation. Now, let me show you some other plants that, for information, we also have. Fighting against climate change. We have the sausage trees. We have jacaranda there, and we have the now you might wonder why these plants are looking like this. You might wonder why they are looking like this. They are not in good shape. That is good. It's good to notice that. Now, these are living organisms. They also undergo through what we call stress. So after experiencing stress, these trees were not propagated from this nursery. They came from another nursery. So in the process of transporting them to Chips Green Innovations nursery, they were stressed because of the heat, and this is why they are looking like this. But they are not dead. Within 2 to 3 weeks, they gain their original position. So these are indigenous trees. And what do I mean by indigenous? So indigenous, these are trees that are locally growing in Zambia. They were not imported, or the origin is Zambia. So they are different from species like the umbrella trees that we talked about, like the Madagascar palm. All these are not originating from Zambia. They came from another country, like Madagascar palm. Like the name suggests, the origin is Madagascar, but you also have them in Zambia. But those are exotic. Indigenous, these are locally grown in Zambia, and we have them at Chips Green Innovations, and we can help you with the technical guidance, conduct environmental sensitization talks when planting. We even prepare sites for you to plant, and then other guidance, technical guidance you might need from the nursery. So this is the Plastidia, commonly known as Mopo. Yeah, so these are coming from the Mopo, because as you may know, Zambia is under Mopo. The grapes, these are grapes. And you know these are creepers, so we need support for them to grow. Guava, we have two types, there is red and there is white. What we are looking at is red. And how can you tell this is red, this is white? Just look at the stem. The stem or the branches, they look reddish. If you look at the under the leaf there, they are reddish. I'll show you the white one inside the shade house. We have the dwarf bananas as well, different types. The dwarf bananas, different types. So depending on what we are looking for, we are able to supply. And these are the Madagascar palm potted. These are the Madagascar palm potted. We have the Christmas trees as well. Christmas tree there. This can also be used as a present. You can just help you pot them nice. And like any other tree that we've talked about, this is the umbrella tree that we have planted at Chips Green Innovations Nursery, just for our clients to appreciate how they will be looking like after they are planted, wherever they are going to be planted. And then this is loquat, another fruit tree that we have planted at our nursery. And then these are some of the plants we've planted at our nursery, just some as mother plants, then others as samples to our clients. So this is the Mooney flower. This is the Mooney flower. You can see how nice it looks. This is the moonflower. Moonflower. Yeah, very nice. And we have the seedlings that we propagated from this mother tree. So if you want your place to have something like this, please come through to Chips Green Innovations and then we can supply it to you. Is our production site. There are some secrets I wouldn't want to disclose here, so we'll leave it there. This is our production site. We don't really want to show everything. We don't want to show our secrets. Yeah, but if you come through in person, we might be able to show you things. What you're looking at is a mother plant for that normal papaya we talked about. So this is where it came from. The seeds came from this mother plant. So what's the difference between the normal papaya or normal pawpaw tree and the dwarf? So you can see these ones, they grow very tall before you start enjoying the fruits. It will take longer for them to start fruiting compared to the dwarf. You don't have to wait for too long for the dwarf, but this one you have to wait a little bit long. And they grow very tall, as you can see. The dwarf will not reach that size. They will just be there and then giving you source of water. This is the tank. So we are using tank water to water our plants. And we want to be environmental friendly. That's why we decided to plant granadilla. So this is the granadilla that is growing, and we want it to cover the entire tank. We want this tank to be hidden in this plant. So in the next say 6 months, this white color will not be seen because it will have been covered by the granadilla. How old is the granadilla? These are also fast growing creepers or fast growing species. This is like 5 months. So all these plants you are seeing at this nursery, we have planted just 5 months ago. So we can end our video from the shade house. That is another tree that we planted, the jacaranda. This one, we planted this also 5 months old, but smaller than this. So we have the stock I think we shared with you on the video. So the shade house. The shade house, we usually close it. Why? We don't want insects to go into the shade house. Things like butterflies, the birds, they would transmit some diseases to our plants, and we don't want that, so it always remains closed. Now let's go in. still growing. Some of the things that we have are the succulents. The succulents, these are plants that they are drought resistant. They can even survive in the desert, and they are indoor plants. We have the herbs there, the lemongrass. We have some flowers there, the Jerusalem. These are the flamboyant trees that we have here. And this is the white guava. So if you paid attention, this is the white guava. You can see the reddish color here. That tells you it is white. Actually, we have a mixed here, a mixture. We have, this is red, so you can tell the line is looking reddish, and then this one is white guava. Yeah, and then that's another type of dwarf banana that we have. We have apples. These are the calanquios. They are called calanquios. They are all succulents. These are grafted Tommy Atkins mangoes. Grafted Tommy Atkins mangoes. The grafted oranges. We have the lemons. These are not grafted. We have got the nachos there, nachos or mandarena, commonly known as mandarena in Lusaka or in Zambia. So mandarin. And then the jackfruits. These are giant fruits. They grow very big. So these are jackfruits. And we have the ground cover there. And some ornamental plants there, the protons, just for you to beautify the environment. We have the cycads as well. The cycads, English lavender, it gives you the purple flower. So this is Chips Green innovation. One thing I would love to share with you is that go green, live green. Whatever you're doing, think of going green, because by so doing, we are somehow saving the planet. Remember, there's only one planet, and that is planet Earth. So we have to protect it. One of the things that I've come to realize in this industry, people really appreciate a lot when they are able to get direct benefits from the trees. So if that is the case, focusing on planting fruit trees, one, they will give you food. When you talk of food security, one of the sustainable development goals, and at the same time, they will be able to protect the environment when it comes to fighting against climate change. Zambia is currently losing about 250,000 to 300,000 hectares of forest every year. What does that mean? That means that in a day, you are losing about 1,000 football pitches of forest. That is how sad and serious the situation is. But what must we do? If you plant a tree, you are helping fighting the climate change. What is the Zambian population right now? Let's say we are somewhere around 20 million people. For argument's sake, let's remove the babies who cannot do anything. We remain at, say, 19 million or 18 million. God forbid, let's remove, say, another million or two of those who will die. We don't want that, but we just want to be practical. We remain somewhere 17, 16 million. If each of those people, if each one of us planted just a single tree, just one tree, what does that mean? 1 multiplied by 16 million. In a year, you would have planted 16 million trees. What more if you plant 2? If you plant 3, you will contribute to the fight against climate change. Now, we understand some of you people are not planters. Some of organizations are not planters. They are like banks. So they cannot be fully involved in the tree planting programs. But why not do it like corporate social responsibility? And that's where Chips Green comes in. We are planters. We pray with the soil. We help you prepare the site, help you prepare where to plant, organize where to plant the fruit trees or whatever trees you want, and then come to us, we partner, you fund the tree planting project. We even plant for you and come and witness on any day you feel like, and you would have contributed to this fight against climate change. And that's where we exist as Chips Green Innovations. We need your support. You need our support. It is B2B, business to business. Support each other and see how well we can fight this big animal called climate change. If you have questions on how we can partner, the services that we provide, feel free to inbox, reach out to us, to Chips Green Innovations. You can go to our Facebook page, you'll find our contact details there. Just search Chips Green Innovations, it will come. Go to YouTube, just search Chips Green Innovations, it will come. You can contact me directly, 0965 508264. 0965 508264, and we can engage in this discussion and see how best we can partner. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the end. This is Chips Green Innovations. See you next time.